Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You may have noticed my last two videos that I uploaded. I'll put a card up here, over here, whichever they go, so that this one kind of makes sense. I received a letter a few days ago. I'm not going to disclose who it was from or the website that it mentions, but it hit my heart so much that I feel like I need to share it, and I've been holding on to it, and I think I'll probably keep it. So I'm just gonna read it to you guys, and if it makes a difference in anyone's thinking, anyone's lives, perfect. Just one person a video, right guys? One person a video. It says, fellow residents, we are experiencing what is perhaps the most unique time in our nation's history. While we have been separated from our family and friends for months, an uprising began to stir in the streets of every state in the Union. When I was born in 1936, the training I received from my parents was about caution and awareness of my surroundings when I left my home. Those are the same lessons taught to young black children to this day. While many things have changed over my lifetime, it is clear that some have stayed the same. Children are not born to hate. They must be taught to do so. What we see going on in our society today, into our very fabric, is the manifestation of hate that has been embedded in children as it relates to race. I am encouraged by the diversity I see in the generation today. The transformation of traditional social values into communal values is unbelievable to me. The demonstrations of the 1960s looked very different than what we are seeing today. The new generation of Americans have grown up together, gone to school together. They have a more comprehensive understanding of why some of what might have been taught by their parents and grandparents was wrong and unjust. The challenge there is to socially balance out what they learned at home and what they are learning from their peers, educators, and the world around them. This new generation has the tools, and it is imperative that we work together to make our community one in which we want to live. We can and must play active roles in the way our community is shaped. I have watched the 3 mayors that I have served under in many situations of crisis, and how they made efforts to bring many sides together through social outreach, especially the community, and law enforcement. I support expanding the forum of social exchange under the initiative of the mayor's office for a more rational exchange of dialogue. Sorry guys, I gotta scoot back a little bit. I strongly encourage you to participate in this exchange and ask you to please take the time to fill out the community. I'm not gonna list the website. We must make our voices heard in many ways, so those we have elected to represent us have the most data and community input as possible to make informed decisions. The transition is taking place, and it is going to be determined by the experiences that come out of this uprising. I think we are in a good place, and the awakening is upon us. We must stir out of the slumber we have been in and envision the new world we want to see on the other side. The experiences of our brothers and sisters will light the way. It is time to take a second look through our observations of this new generation and to enable our elected officials to make policies that will create a more equitable community that meets the needs of all its members. Now guys, this is a letter from someone born in 1936. 1936. And like they said, it looks a lot different than the one that was in the 60s. Again, that card, and it's going to be in the description box below as well. But I will put the card up so that you guys can see. I did put a video up of basically Selma era with Martin Luther King, and I put up some protests that are going on in my city alone because Breonna Taylor was shot and killed in my city, just not too far away from actually where I live. So but I don't want to make this a negative video. That was actually the most positive letter that I've gotten or seen since all of this started. And this is someone who was born in 1936. 1936. So there's a lot that they have seen and gone through racially. And like they said, a lot hasn't changed, but a lot has. So everyone, just stay positive. Speak up for whatever you see as unjust. We have got to talk about it. This is something that white people created, and we must talk about it and fix it. This is what I'm trying to share. Trying to share love, guys, as you know. Same old hoodie. Trying to share the love. And hopefully you'll be back for my next videos. I have a lot coming up. And thank you guys for coming.